January 15th, 2009. A routine flight takes off from New York City. Just 2 minutes later, disaster strikes. Both engines suddenly fall silent. A plane carrying 155 people. People is now gliding over one of the busiest cities in the world. World with nowhere to land. Inside the cabin, passengers are chatting, reading, and looking out the windows. No one knows that, in just a few seconds, their lives will change forever. Then, a flock of large Canada geese appears directly ahead. Seconds later, both engines are struck. Loud explosions echo through the aircraft. The engines lose power almost instantly. Captain Chesley immediately realizes the unthinkable has happened. The aircraft has lost both engines. He has only moments to save everyone on board. Air traffic controllers search for a solution. Nearby airports are suggested, but Sully quickly understands the harsh reality. The plane doesn't have enough altitude. There is only one option left. Straight ahead lies the icy Hudson River. Landing there has never been attempted by a commercial jet under these circumstances, but there is no time to hesitate. The engines are almost completely silent. For every pilot, this is one of the worst emergencies imaginable. Without engine power, the Airbus A320 is no longer climbing, it is becoming a glider. Air traffic control immediately offers nearby airports. Returning to LaGuardia seems possible, but only if the aircraft has enough altitude. Every second matters. Captain Chesley rapidly evaluates the options. His experience tells him something the instruments cannot. Trying to reach an airport could end in catastrophe over a crowded city. With almost no time left, Chesley makes a decision that will define aviation history. He turns toward the Hudson River. Flight attendants prepare the cabin. Passengers hear the command. Brace for impact. Fear spreads through the aircraft, but the crew remains calm. Ahead lies freezing water. In less than a minute, the world will witness something no one thought possible. Captain Chesley grips the controls. With absolute focus, there are no second chances. At nearly 150 miles per hour, the aircraft descends toward the freezing Hudson River. Inside the cabin, passengers tighten their seatbelts. Some close their eyes. Others hold the hands of complete strangers. The aircraft races toward the water. Then, impact. Instead of crashing into buildings, the aircraft touches the river with remarkable precision, sending enormous walls of water into the air. Against all odds, the airplane remains floating. The impossible has happened. Flight attendants immediately open the emergency exits. Within seconds, passengers begin climbing onto the wings as icy water surrounds the aircraft. Nearby ferry crews witness the accident and rush toward the aircraft. Their quick response becomes critical in saving lives. One by one, all 155 people are rescued. Amazingly, there are no fatalities. What many believed was impossible has become one of the greatest survival stories in aviation history. As the last passenger reached safety, Captain Chesley did something extraordinary. Before leaving the aircraft, he walked through the cabin, one final time to make sure no one had been left behind. News of the successful emergency landing spread around the world within hours. Millions watched in disbelief as images of the aircraft floating on the Hudson River appeared on television screens. Investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board carefully examined every detail of the flight. One question stood out. Could the aircraft have safely returned to an airport instead? Computer simulations initially suggested that returning to the airport might have been possible. But when investigators included the timer, real pilot needs to recognize the emergency and react. Every simulation ended in disaster. Chesley's decision had saved 155 lives. Captain Chesley became a symbol of calm under pressure. His experience, judgment, and courage transformed what could have been one of America's worst aviation disasters into one of its greatest rescue stories. The miracle on the Hudson reminds us that extraordinary heroes are often ordinary people who remain calm when everyone else is afraid. On January 15th, 2009, 155 people boarded Flight 1549 expecting an ordinary journey. Instead, they became part of one of the greatest survival stories in aviation history. Thank you for watching the True Story Files. If you enjoy real stories of courage, survival, mystery, and inspiration, subscribe and join us for the next incredible true story. The True Story Files. Subscribe for more true stories.